In three, two, one. Welcome to Conspiracy Brothers.
Welcome.
So, craziness in the world today, huh? Could this be like the last week?
I mean, it was a massive smoke cloud. I woke up to the smell of choking smoke that actually was permeating my house from a fire that was not inside my house. It was actually located miles away. And then I came to work amidst an orange glow and ash debris raining down upon my car. And it's like, and half my work is being evacuated, and they had to leave because their houses are about to be up in flames.
Wow.
So, man, the shit, it feels like it for sure, although I don't think it's the end of days, but it does feel like it.
Well, I mean, the end of days could be the cleansing, and then there's the rebirth, but...
Yeah, I think it's kind of like that. But yeah, man, it's the shit in Philly today.
Yeah, man, the shit going down in Philly. Oh, my goodness.
Because I only had a chance to look at it for like a few minutes today. And so do you know which part of Philly it actually went down? Is like Center City or
52nd Street and
that's not far from where I used to live. I used to live around like 34th Street. Man, back in the day, I don't think Philly ever really felt dangerous for me. Not like some parts of Los Angeles, especially, well, in parts of Baltimore and DC. Philly always felt, and New York always pretty, I mean, I haven't been there since COVID, but Philly always felt like a pretty safe, wholesome city to me.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff going down like last night and the night before was just whoo.
So give me the breakdown.
All right, so I saw the footage of this dude, this brother. He was coming at these cops in the street with this knife, and there's these two cops, and they're doing their best in what it appears to not have to shoot this guy. They just want him to like back up, not come at them with the knife. But he keeps coming. Like he looked like he was on something, and he was a madman.
Oh shit.
Oh
shit, man! They turned the lights out.
So he kept coming. He kept coming, and they had to shoot him. And and so now there's riots, and they're burning shit down, and like burning cop cars and looting, and all the usual stuff. Usual justice.
It was an actual knife though that he was holding, like for real. It wasn't some kind of like toothbrush or some kind of like rubber dog shit or something. It was like an actual knife, and that everybody's still flipping out about it. Because I don't know anything about the story.
I mean, it looked like a knife, and he kept coming at them. That was the thing. I mean, I guess it could have been a toothbrush. I didn't get a like crystal clear look, but I mean, either way, he kept coming at them, and he seemed like psychotic.
Damn. Was he wearing a mask?
I think so.
Jesus, man. That makes it scarier.
Someone pointed out that someone was like, "Yo, where's the blood at?" And I was like, because there didn't. Is it possible? I was wondering I haven't seen that many people shot other than on TV, and we're used to seeing like the blood splatter.
Yeah.
But is it possible that when you get shot, there could not be blood that doesn't, that maybe just leaks out later or doesn't leak out that much at all?
I think so.
Because that's what I heard, like from hunters, to say that about, when you take down an animal, like you might not see any blood.
No, it could come in. A bullet could kind of come in and out and just leave a couple of small little holes, or it could go inside and like blow out a whole chunk. I think it depends on a lot of factors.
Right.
Because some bullets are like damn near not that bigger than like a BB, from a BB gun. They're not, not that small, but some bullets are like, fucking Clint Eastwood style bullets that are like 6 inches long and like half an inch in diameter.
Yeah, those 50 cal bullets.
Yeah, man, that's a different story altogether. That's more like a fucking missile.
Yeah. So speaking of that and like these riots and shit, it seems like, because I heard that this Friday, as we approach the election, we're going to see some crazy purge type shit.
I think we might already be seeing it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is it just going to get more hardcore as the week goes on?
I fucking hope not, man.
Sorry, my lighting is playing tricks on me. But
Yeah,
yeah, go on.
you almost got like a disco strobe light kind of thing going in there with the flashing. Man, I hope that things calm down and this is just like a temporary little gust of wind, a strong wind in the shitstorm. And it's gonna, we're not gonna be out of the shitstorm, but I feel like maybe it won't be quite as turbulent. Maybe.
I don't know. So what makes you think that it's not going to get worse and stay at least really bad for a long time? Because I would love to hear that.
For the protection of my own mental health near term.
Ah, okay.
That's it. That's the only reason. It's like, because I don't have enough evidence to really make a good call either way. So it benefits me to be positive because, for lack of being able to form a proper judgment about it, I may as well be positive because it's more productive.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's all about attitude, right?
I mean, yeah, we work it out.
If our brain is creating our reality, I guess keeping it positive is where it's at.
Fuck yeah, man. There's the whole philosophy of stoicism that I think is important to consider right now for people.
Mm.
The whole idea is, core of the idea is that suffering is something that it'll torture you if you try to run from it and avoid it. But if you were to embrace it and, in fact, learn to love it, then there's nothing, you basically have no fears and you've conquered reality.
Right. It's like when Kanye said that slavery was a mentality.
Yes. What'd you think of that interview?
Oh, the Rogan one?
Yeah.
Oh man, I loved it. I watched the whole thing straight through.
Yeah, so did I.
I thought he was showing that genius. I loved it.
You gotta love Kanye's self-confidence, man, and being able to use certain terms to describe yourself that would make most people kind of uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
Like even Trump, I don't think would describe himself so easily and casually as visionary. Without batting an eyelash, I think Trump would at least say, "Well, I think I'm a visionary." Like he would qualify it in some way. Kanye is just like, "Yeah, of course, being a visionary. This is the way it is."
I love it.
Me too.
Yeah, man. I thought he knocked it out of the park. Just like I thought, in the game of the politics, I thought Trump knocked it out of the park with the Biden debate. Right? What do you think?
Yeah, man. I'll evaluate it in a bunch of different ways. The first way I'll evaluate is how I think it's going to affect your average voter, and that they're not what they're necessarily going to admit outright at the water cooler. But I think deep down that some of the things that Biden said in that debate really troubled people. It troubled me. One of which is dark. It's going to be a dark winter. You know what I'm saying? Like it was normally one of the things that I always liked about the Democrats as opposed to the Republicans, before all this shit started over the last few years, is that the Democrats tended to be more positive about things just in general. Even when it was inappropriate, they were, they were more positive about the future. Their outlook was less gray. They were less threat oriented and sort of fear focused. Now it's the exact opposite. In that debate, Trump was the one that was positive and hopeful about the future, and Joe Biden was the one casting a whole bunch of doubt and fucking fear and gloom for the future. Yeah. People have to live. People are living their lives, and they need to get through this. And they need to have a leader that at least has can pull his pants up and not shit in them.
Yeah. And I mean, Trump had COVID for 5 minutes and got over it. I mean, why are we still, in lockdown?
Yeah.
Why are we watching all of these businesses, be annihilated?
Yeah. And I mean, that was the big one takeaway for me. From me watching the debate, I heard my one big takeaway that was clear was that there was one side that was for shutting things down and another side that was for opening them up.
Yeah. And I mean, from the first second, I loved it because Trump came out without a mask at all. And then Biden, of course, came out wearing his and then took it off. And it's just like, man, I mean, I would have liked to have seen Trump kind of even just kill the narrative altogether. Say straight up, okay, this is ridiculous now. This has killed fewer people than the flu. This is not anything that we need to shut down economies for. This is obviously a ruse to basically usher in the new world order, I think. I mean, I don't know. I go back and forth on how much I play into the election,
Oh
because
yeah.
I mean, my higher self knows that it's all theater, but then I'm
Well,
like, is Trump, is he part of the system, or is he like a rogue maverick that, was playing them all along, and he came in knowing that he was going to be able to change things for the better? That's, one would like to hope that, right? And he has done a lot of good things, right?
I mean, yeah, he has. And I mean, sometimes people, they can go in and maybe he did have certain ideas about what he was going to do. Maybe he even was like coming in with some bad intentions. Maybe he's changed his mind on some things. Who knows? The situation evolves for him too. The world changed in ways that he couldn't have predicted.
Plus, I mean, the amount of people that he has around him that are lying to him and trying to take him down.
Yeah,
trying
man.
to kill him.
He's in a fucking pit of vipers. And that's why I thought it was funny this week. What was it last week that you just called Fauci a straight up idiot? He's just like, he's an idiot.
People are tired of hearing Fauci and all these idiots. Every time he goes on television, there's always a bomb, but there's a bigger bomb if you fire him.
I love it. I love it, man.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, I love it too.
Yeah, he's calling. I mean, Gates and Fauci are on the run, man. They know that their time is limited. The people, the people coming for them. They better go to their bunkers.
They better go. They're gonna be hanging out with Tom Hanks any minute.
Oh man, Hollywood. It's all coming out now, man. So wait, what about? We got to talk about Hunter Biden. Oh shit.
No shit, dog.
All the stuff coming out with him. I mean, are you familiar with a good deal of it, or I mean, have you seen the pictures of the video, or?
I saw the pictures that you sent over, and I was fucking horrified by them. I was deeply disturbed, and it actually kind of set me back mentally a little bit. I had to kind of get myself right afterwards because that guy's. I don't care, man. Nothing. It's at the very least, it's abuse of a fucking laptop, because those horrifying fucking images shouldn't be on any hard drive, man.
Let alone the guy at the store that's got to look at it,
It's abusive, man. You shouldn't have that. It's just that fucking those horrible looking photos. And if you're gonna take your dick out, at least be more flattering about it. I mean, I don't know. It looks horrifying. It looks so seedy. Everything about it, like, there's nothing funny about it. it's just all gross. It's just gross. Everything about him is just fucking gross.
Well, that's the crackhead, like crackheads. Yeah. They're not sexy.
No, you're right, man. There's something very dark about everything about that guy. Whenever you see him where he's not like right in front of the camera, he has a scumbag sort of like wrong side of everything type vibe about him. Like someone you don't want around anybody you fucking care about.
Well, so people are saying, like, well, who cares about Hunter? Like, how does that, concern the guy that could be president? Oh, well, let's not talk about blackmail, but let's talk about, who fucked Hunter Biden up,
I mean, like
Papa Joe.
And also, if you look at some of the shit that's on there, it seems to reference him directly.
Yeah. But have you heard about the diary that's coming out from his daughter?
No.
Did you hear about this? So apparently the daughter was also fucked up on all kinds of drugs like Hunter. And apparently there was this diary of hers that they found in somewhere that she lived or something. And in the diary, she talks about how Joe, basically molested her for a long time. And that's why she got all fucked up with the drugs, and she became like a sex addict, I think I heard.
Bang up job.
Yeah. It's and then there's the whole other shit along with Hunter with the wife. I mean, it's all so convoluted with just grossness.
That's how you know that shit's creepy, because good people just don't run their lives that way, man.
Yeah, and then there supposedly there's the video of him with the really young like Chinese girls, and
I I
Yeah,
mean,
the
he was
stuff
grabbing on. He couldn't, even when people were calling him out on groping and grabbing young chicks, he still couldn't stop himself publicly. You know what I'm saying? Like within the last few years, there's video of him
yeah,
being like, oh. I'm like,
yeah. The media lets him get away with saying like, no, that doesn't happen. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, it's hardcore gaslighting. You know, they're like, I don't.
it is
So,
gaslighting.
yeah. No, there was a picture of Obama where he made an appearance, and he's holding this megaphone, little baby megaphone, and you see that there's like 7 people that he's talking to. Like, I don't know. It's amazing just how they try to say like with these polls, they're like, oh yeah, Biden is leading in the polls. I mean, what do you think? Do you believe in that the election is legit at all, or is it just some illusion that they give the slaves?
I think it's partial, and I don't have a very clear answer here, but my answer here is that I think it's partially legit, meaning that some elements are kept sort of fluid and they are, real and based on reality. Like, I think maybe they do count the votes somewhat, but I do think that they'll fix it to some degree. But I think they work with the public opinion. I don't think it's just straight up like they write a script years in advance and they just run the script. I think they're evolving their plans with public opinion, with sentiment, with the kinds of things that are happening around the globe. So I think that their ideas of but I do think that they have a certain group they want to win. I mean, because it doesn't seem like the Democrats are really trying very much to win, to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I find puzzling. The fact that they would put Biden and Harris, like, there's nothing likable about either one of them,
Yeah.
I mean, even beyond that, they're both evil, I mean,
they both make Hillary Clinton seem incredibly charismatic.
Yeah, it's
I look
crazy
at Hillary right now and I'm like, she seems fun. Because I'm used to seeing these fucks now. I'm always just like, man, Hillary, she's all right, man. She made a couple jokes. She could stand up there and like speak coherently.
It's true. To think about it like that these people make Hillary Clinton look good.
Right?
Oh man.
So I'm just saying, if they can't really be trying to win with this fucking effort. I mean, no, I don't know. I feel like they're either just going to try to straight up steal it electronically.
Well, then they say about with this COVID, it's just, so to make it so that we have this mail-in shit that they've been pushing, and then they can just, discard all because I don't know if you saw that. I saw on the envelope. I mean, it says whether you're Republican or Democrat, like right on there on the outside. So you can just toss them, so they've been finding like, huge bags full of them, like in these ditches and, burnt and shit.
See, I don't know.
Anyway,
I just don't know how people can take it that seriously when it's being executed this way. I mean, it's like it could be done. You could actually make a fair election. You could use an electronic system that was foolproof. The fucking banks basically do it.
Yeah, seriously, what's
up
with that?
I mean, there's the whole blockchain system that works plenty well. Everybody in the fucking hacker world has tried to take it down and nobody has. There's ways to make it work. It's not insurmountable. So and they have it's not like they have like 2 days to figure it out. I mean, they're given plenty of fucking notice when the election's going to be. They're given years of advance notice and millions of dollars, probably billions of dollars to solve the problem. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I guess, I mean, are people that hypnotized? I mean, how hypnotized people are. And tell us what you think are some of the things that hypnotize people. Because I was reading about how, all of the things that we look at, like just media and propaganda and even just hypnosis. These are all tools of magic. Like,
yes,
magic
man,
is real. We just call them these different things.
Yeah.
Well, Go on.
Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I was just saying, they've been using fucking numbers to hypnotize people with this COVID.
Yeah.
Fake massaged numbers.
Well, I mean, you think about how they keep people so dumbed down with these smart devices where it's doing no one does math anymore. Like these numbers that they throw out people can't wrap their minds around it, you know? And so
Yep,
they're just
that's
like, all
what it is.
right, well, the guy's, he has a suit on or he's got his white lab coat. He's saying it. It must be true, right? And so no one can, you know, conceptualize these numbers, you know?
Yep.
So that they're just like, okay, the
Yeah.
official said.
Yeah, it just becomes like some droning sound that just puts people to sleep. And they think because it's a number, somehow it's like more valid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, where did this number come from? What does it actually mean? And how are you applying it?
Is it black magic? Is that a tool of black magic?
Yes, I think so. Because, and also you do it with all kinds of, like the whole, I mean, you look at COVID, the latest thing that I've heard about COVID is that it makes men go bald.
Oh shit. Will the hair come back once you get rid of COVID?
See, this is the whole thing. How would anybody have figured that out in this amount of time? How could the studies have been even thought of, funded, how would you have ever figured out? They don't even, they barely know what's going on. This is like the fog of war. And they're going to attribute long-term chronic things to this. It can't be done.
Well, if people have been buying the mask shit for this long, I mean, they're like, they'll buy anything.
Yeah, man, it was killing COVID. It kills kids. It kills dogs and tigers. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Killing tigers?
Oh my God, man. It's I keep wondering, when are people going to wake up? But I see people still walking around with these fucking masks and enjoying it. Looking at you like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah, they want to be the, look how much smarter and fucking more moral I am than you without your mask on.
Yeah.
And I just want to go up to him and be like,
So, what's your prediction for the election?
I don't think there's going to be an official. I think it's going to be, remember like the Al Gore Bush election where like no one knew like what was going on for like weeks?
Oh yeah.
Back in the day.
A while ago. Yeah. I wasn't as tuned into politics then, yeah.
Yeah, me either. Me either. I kind of barely remember it, but I remember thinking like, it's called election day. But like no one was fucking elected. You know what I mean? Like now it's been weeks and no one's elected. And then all of a sudden Bush was just like, yeah, no, it's going to be me. And Gore was like, okay.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. I think that it's obvious that, if it were legitimate, Trump would win in a landslide. But they've been pushing it. They're like, well, it's going to take us a few weeks to really, count in all these other bullshit.
Yeah,
You got to figure out how many votes they need to steal. And, that's why, did you see Hillary telling Biden, "No, you never concede, don't concede," And so they're fishing for it, man. They know that it's going to just go on, and they're going to have their armies of, mongoloids out there like burning down cities and shit. And
I mean, of course, they're having way too much fucking fun leading up to this election. Everybody in the media is it's just like, they're like pigs and shit. They're not going to want to give this up.
Oh man.
Go back to peaceful times where like people didn't realize, like people barely knew who the president was.
Yeah.
Now like your basic people on the street know all about the government. You know what I mean? It's like it's unnatural. Yeah. People should have too much shit going on. This should just be left to the squares, and it should just run sort of in a natural pace. But no, it's on fire.
But yeah, it seems like either way though, the shit is gonna go down. I mean, if Trump wins, you're gonna have all the people that been, burning down cities for the last 3 years, doing even more of it, and then if Biden's, then he even tells you it's going to be the winter of darkness.
I mean, it was like Game of Thrones. He made it sound like the shit was going to be 1,000 years long, and like half of us were going to die. And I'm like, dude, don't talk like that after the summer we just had.
Oh man, they stole this year. I can't believe it. They stole this year from us, man.
They fucking did, man. And I'm down the street from Disneyland, which is closed down still.
You can't go to the water park or nothing, man. This is bullshit.
It's been fucking devastating, man. The water park's not open for my birthday.
Well, we'll find something else fun. We'll go skydiving.
Is that still open?
I mean, we'll find somebody to fly us up there, and we can jump out.
You got to wear a mask on the way down in case like you fall past somebody else within 6 feet.
Dude, I was hearing someone say something interesting about the 6 feet. It being, like, we're not getting, not feeling people's energy fields,
Yeah, it isolates the fuck out of people, man. I'm telling you, it is making people suffer in ways that people didn't even know they could suffer.
Yeah.
Myself included, man. It's really working around people with the masks, and also the amount of stress that everybody's under. It kind of boils over, and it's made a lot of social interaction kind of fucking strained, man. Like, it's rough, and it's doing, I think, long-term damage on people.
Oh yeah, the suicides are way up.
Yeah, and that's why it's like it's one thing I wish Trump had said, we're going to put a stop to this because the cost benefit analysis shows that we cannot afford to continue this way.
Yeah.
But he almost said that. Joe Biden said the fucking opposite of that. He's like, it's going to be a dark winter. You better get ready to put 6 masks on.
Oh my God.
Fucking old bastard. You're going to be, and then, I can't stand him, dude. I've been kind of watching and hating Joe Biden for a long time.
Me too.
I've always found something deeply full of shit about him. He's bothered me in like ways that I could never really put my finger on before I ever really had a good reason to dislike him.
Yeah. It sounds like we're gonna have a lot more to dislike about him.
And Kamala, I don't find her to be deeply charismatic.
Yeah, and I mean, if he got in, then they would just sideline him, say he got COVID, and then they'd go put him in his rocking chair, hopefully, and then she would step forward, and I've heard that maybe she would bring Hillary along as her VP, and then she could step down. And then Hillary steps up and
I mean, Hillary has warmth compared to Kamala Harris. I mean,
I feel like Camilla she doesn't seem bright to me at all. I mean, Hillary has an evil, psychopathic, like gleam in her eye that she has it. Like, I mean, she just looks demon possessed. That the demon in there looks like it's not going to relent.
Yes. When Hillary's laughing, it's a really demonic kind of like deep, dark, like where she laughed about killing people.
Yeah.
Kamala at the debate or whatever, in an interview, she's just a sort of a cackling mess of just inappropriate reactions to things, inappropriate laughter, no real consistent personality.
Yeah, and she doesn't seem bright at all. I mean, look at how she's doing her job. So it's like maybe she's good at something, but I don't know.
I mean, however she got her job, she did a disgusting disservice while she was engaged in that career, putting people in jail who had no business being there at the expense of the tune of billions of dollars of taxpayer money that could have been appropriated to something like fucking educating kids and creating a better community. But no, all it did was take a bunch of fathers out of the houses because that's stupid. And sorry, I get a little passionate.
Go ahead, boy. Go on.
I just can't stand people like her. They're not real liberals, man. And they don't have any business even calling themselves that or being near a liberal party, a really liberal party, not like the Democrats.
Yeah, see that it's neoliberalism.
It really is.
Which it's like we have neo-feudalism, and they want that. They want the neo-feudalism,
It is like feudalism, dude. And I worry it's going to be like you're going to have a whole bunch of these like gated communities that are going to be like picturesque, perfect with a bunch of tweeting birds and green grass. And then it's going to be punctuated by like these like purge style urban wastelands and fucking fire and fucking tear gas.
Yeah, well, that's what they've been conditioning us in all the movies, man. I mean, that way when it happens, people are just like, oh, well, this is kind of cool. It's like the movies.
I mean, for me, I'd still prefer to live in the tear gas neighborhood. It's safer, man. Rich people are dangerous.
I tell you though, I'm just ready to skip right to the fake alien invasion.
You know what's really funny, man? I was at work today, and a guy came to my office and he was talking about how shit is so crazy or whatever. And I go, you know what? The alien invasion is going to be this week, and people won't even, they'll be like over it before it even happens. And then I was talking, I just ran into this other lady in a completely unrelated section of the plant. And she said basically the same thing to me. I said, this fire's crazy, right? She's like, I'm expecting the aliens to invade this week. Like there's nothing similar. Like nobody is related or talking about this. But I'm just like, there's something, and I worry that there's something to the whole Jungian idea of the collective unconscious.
Right.
And I'm like, maybe the shit just will appear this week.
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't that be crazy if like the day of the election they just come out for Trump?
Oh.
The aliens are just like General Zod comes out.
Yeah, I saw a funny tweet or something that said, the shit is getting serious when the Amish have come out for Trump.
Dude, I mean,
start coming out, man. Shit's getting real.
They're scared of they're scared of those Democrats, man.
Hell yeah.
Everybody is. They're scared of that dark winter. The Amish heard about that dark winter and they want no part of it.
Well, the conspiracy brothers are going to be here fighting,
Hell yeah, man.
Breaking it down for everybody.
Hell yeah. And we're going to be getting everybody through this. We're all going to be getting through this difficult time together.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to keep shining while it's all happening, man.
Yeah, let's
keep
not
smiles on our faces.
Let's not let the great illusion get us down. If it's just, this could all be an illusion. And if we're, like Chris was saying, we just keep a positive attitude, we keep a high vibrational field, and we can just create that reality.
That's right, man. This is, we're in a movie, and this is all our hero moment.
It's because they've conditioned that people are watching too many movies and too much TV, so much that their subconscious, I think, is creating this crap. So if we can, go meditate more, go sit by the fire. I recommend sitting by the fire. I think it's really good. It taps into your, your deeper soul.
Yeah, man. And also the bitch ass TV that people are watching these days. It's not good TV. Like, basically, I tell people, like, listen, just don't watch Netflix ever.
I mean, I can't find anything on there. I'm just going to cancel that shit.
You're just better off. They're like, I mean, there is good stuff on it. Like, you can watch some of the old good shit on there, but I just go find that somewhere else, because it all of a sudden will just take you onto some cuties, some sort of bizarre satanic kind of like,
oh yeah,
I don't even know what kind of evil programming is going on there, but it's dark.
Yeah.
It's not good.
I mean, surfing around there in the Halloween section and the horror movie, dude, these horror movies are just, they're not like they used to be at all.
No, man.
Remember Scream? That shit was like, it was good, and it, would give you some spooks and whatnot. But like the stuff now, it's all just about demons and the occult and witchcraft that they're pushing. And I don't know. I mean, it's just so overabundant that it's like, come on, at least just mix it in with some good shit. I mean, not that I'm interested in all that stuff, but I know they're pushing it for a certain reason. People are not looking into like where this stuff comes from, and
and it's not even creative anymore, man. Now it's just like a fucking documentary now. It's just like, what's happening?
Yeah.
We want to see some fiction.
Yeah. Oh man. But anyway, so we gotta do a live show. I'm thinking maybe we can get something going, a little live, something going for election night or something.
Hell yeah. Yo, can we get the Hollywood Bowl? Because they're not having a bunch of big events. Why can't we just rent out like a stadium and just do a live event? Just have all the fans there, no masks.
We should say what up to the people on Halloween, because
oh hell yeah.
Talk about all the human sacrifice going on, and the thinning of the veil between this reality and the spirit world.
That's right, man. The Satanists, I think, call this that the Halloween's actually the New Year.
Oh wow, yeah.
I think it's them. But yo, it's gonna be it's gonna be down. It's gonna be large.
All right. So keep a lookout, people out there, and good luck, and keep it classy.
Yo, love.
All right. We'll give you some more good shit right quick soon. All right. Conspiracy Brothers out.